Hey guys, Steven from STORsquare here again, coming to you from my quarantine hideout and from another segment of what I like to call Between Two Squares, where I interview different community partners and ask how their business is doing and how they work with STORsquare. So I'm here today with Josh Schell. He's a special projects manager at Southeastern Laundry Equipment Sales. Josh, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, Steven. Great to see you again. Thanks for having us on here.
Absolutely, man. Well, let's jump right into it. Tell us about Southeastern Laundry and tell me about what you do for them.
Gotcha. Well, Southeastern Laundry, we've been in business since 1976. We're one of the largest commercial industrial laundry providers in the Southeast. We cover the majority of Georgia, Florida, Alabama, some Tennessee, and we branch into the Carolinas for some of our segments. We do commercial laundry. It's kind of broken. We do about four things across three markets, we'll call it. The four things we do are, obviously, we sell commercial laundry equipment. We provide service for the commercial laundry equipment. We provide parts for the commercial laundry equipment, and we help manage people with commercial laundry equipment. And we'll get into that here when we talk about the markets. The markets are obviously industrial, and as the market terminology, they call that on-premise is what they say. That's going to be people like your hotels, nursing homes, assisted livings, hospitals, prisons, places like that, where they have the commercial application in there. Machines range anywhere from 20-pound capacity up to, we sell a lot up to about 200, but they go up to 600 or 800-pound capacity in machines. Then you have your coin market, which is, what you and I are familiar with is like coin laundromats, stuff like that. Everybody kind of knows what that is. It's also a very big market. And then the third that we cover is what we call multifamily. Multifamily is kind of like apartments, communities like that, townhouses, stuff where they have, it's amenity where they offer the laundry to the residents there that rent from them. So those are our three marketplaces. Now, the management comes into key. That's one of the things we do. Not only do we sell service and provide parts for it, but we also offer, in that multifamily, and then with the industrial equipment, we offer leasing, and it's one of the things we offer with our equipment. So, we found this great option where what we can do is we can do this operating lease where our customers can get, state-of-the-art equipment at a very budgetable, friendly price, where you say, hey, you don't have to worry about breakdowns. You don't have to worry about the capital up front to buy it. We found something that works for everybody that allows us to give them the best monthly price on this equipment. So that's one big thing we do, and we just manage that for them. And then for these multifamily communities, we provide them equipment where we manage that. Basically we just plug it into a room, and we give them the best options, whether they want to use, some people even state of the art now, they can go just tap their phone up to it, or they can use their phone on an app to pay for it, and they can take care of stuff. They can use credit cards, stuff like that. So, we have a lot of cool stuff going on. And then within the other segments are things that we do like service, on top of that, not only do we repair equipment, we provide, other services like, dryer vent cleaning, if you need that. We'll get in there, we'll inspect, we'll make sure that your stuff's running efficiently. We'll get into your apartment. If you're in a community where you've got residents that are turning over, we can provide ozone sanitation services to your different units, to where you get that basically, which is more important than ever right now. Sanitizing in between people.
Right.
So we have a lot of different offerings like that. But we've been doing this for a long time, and we have over 17,000 customers, and they trust us with over 60,000 machines we work on. So, we're busy, and we love it. It's great. We cover quite a few people and take care of them.
Wow, that is so much stuff. So basically what I just heard is that you have top of the line products, the best price that fits where anyone's budget is, and you guys will take care of them A to Z, soup to nuts. You take care of it all. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, a little bit more pointed question at you, man. What's the best thing about your job?
Oh, the best thing about this, I've been here, it's kind of crazy, and I've been here for over 9 years. I think, the average person, and I say this because this is my experience. Before I came to work here, everybody knows what laundry is. We have to do it all the time, right? It's a chore that, not everybody loves. But,
Right.
you come here and you don't think about how do these places that are bigger than, homes, residents, how do you do laundry at places like that? So, it's kind of eye-opening. It's exciting. I know it probably doesn't sound that way to a lot of people, but it's exciting. And it gives us, we get to take care of a lot of people. So the best thing about being here is that, you provide solutions to people. And every day you're taking care of people that need your help. And it's a really fulfilling field to be in, especially with this company, the way we take care of people.
I love that. I love that it's a sense of fulfillment. That's awesome. That's great. And that's kind of what everybody's looking for in a job, right? You want to be fulfilled.
Absolutely.
You want to feel like you're making a difference.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So kind of going into how STORsquare kind of fits into your guys' business model. How have you guys used STORsquare? What do you use them for now, or have you used this in the past? And kind of how do we help you guys succeed?
STORsquare is great for us. When we talk about some of the different markets you have, especially when you're in the coin or that multifamily market, we'll step back a second. When you get to the industrial stuff, most people have a small handful of machines, and even if they're doing an entire replacement, it's not a major quantity of machinery. When you get into a coin store, which we do frequently, you could get into a place that could have in excess of 100 machines that need to be built. And a lot of times people come to us and they say, hey, we want to build a store. Here's our location. We go to the location and it's just dirt, right?
Oh,
And they're going to build that. So, it starts the construction, the building process, and then we have to manage our inventory here. We have, I think, in our complex here in Marietta, we have 5 individual warehouses, and then we have another one in Florida. But, when you get into doing that, inventory management, as everybody knows, is really important. And, when you start thinking about how many of these machines can you fit on a semi truck at a time coming from the manufacturer, and then what are we going to do if we know we have a date, we got to get these things in. So STORsquare has been helpful because, we know we can plan. So we got some stuff come in, where are we going to put it? You reach a point where even though we've got this warehouse space, you run out of space. So like right now we have 6 very large containers from you guys here on our property where we store that stuff. So it helps us kind of manage when you come to a point where you're out of real estate, you don't have anything else you can do. You're obviously not going to move. You can't do that. It's a temporary solution, and or you need a temporary solution. So we call on you guys, and there we are. We have instant storage where we can manage our equipment, and not only that, but the same thing happens when you have to start transporting it out to a job. If you got one of those jobs where you need to start moving stuff, you can only fit so much on a trailer at a time, and you have to get all these pieces over there. So you're talking about trailers with trucks, box trucks, everything else. But then what do you do when you got to stage it when you get to a place? So there you guys go. So STORsquare has been a great partner in that regard, helping us manage our inventory and our space with what we have. You guys are a real great add-on to what we have existing here at Southeastern.
that's awesome. It's so fun to see how we're helping people. And when we drop a container, sometimes we don't know what it's used for, or we might have an idea, but then months go by and we're not sure what the client does. So it's cool to hear kind of straight from you how you guys are using it, how it's helping you. It kind of boosts my motivation to try to get more containers out there to people.
Yeah.
Last question for you, straight from the source. Do you have any industry tips for anybody watching this video? Some kind of value add you can give them to kind of just give them a tip about what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. This applies all the time, but now more than ever with what we're all going through right now in the world. You want to make sure that your equipment is running like it's supposed to. And, that applies across everything. If you're, it could be your car, your lawnmower. If the stuff's not running like it's supposed to, you're not going to get the desired result or the optimal result out of it. The same thing applies to your laundry equipment. And a lot of times you just don't realize it. You might not know, you might put it in there, you might wash stuff, and it comes out and you think you're good to go, but it's really behind the scenes not doing what you're expecting it to do. So, making sure you keep up with that routine maintenance on stuff is key. And, especially if you're in a industrial environment where you've got that kind of stuff going on, So one of the things that Southeastern is doing right now to help customers, whether you're somebody that we've been doing business with for 40 years, or whether you're somebody that's never heard of us before, but you need our help. If you're in that commercial setting, give us a call, because we'll come out there and we will make sure we do, we have a 77-point inspection that we do on the commercial equipment to make sure that's running up to speed. We'll check all your stuff, make sure it's getting the right temperature, everything's operating properly, and it's sanitizing like you expect and running efficiently. We'll do that for you as a complimentary service to make sure that you're covered. And also, the next thing you want to watch out for is if you're in a situation, with everything going on, unfortunately, some people are getting in a situation where they're going to have to kind of slow down their operation or maybe temporarily close their operation. You want to make sure, just like anything else, if you let it sit, you might have some damage. So there's steps you want to follow to make sure your stuff is shut down and, properly stored for the downtime until you're ready to use it again. And that's another thing we'll be happy to help anybody with. If you're in that situation, you need our help, give us a call, and we'll come out there and we'll make sure that you're in a position to where you can shut down safely, and then we're there to help you when you're ready to open back up, get it back online again. Those are two key things that are going to help, make sure A, you're sanitizing your stuff, and B, your equipment's going to last and be ready for you when you need it again.
And on that note, if people do want to get in touch with you guys, what's the best way for them to do that?
All right, I'm going to give you 3 ways. Obviously, the best way, and it's scrolling here behind me, we got a great website, www.selaundry.com. You can visit that. There's plenty of ways to contact us on there, depending on what you're looking for. The fields are very visible when you're on the site. You can call us, 800-522-WASH, which is 9274, or you can email us at sales@selaundry.com. and let us know what you're looking for. We'll be glad to, get in touch with you and see how we can help you out.
Well, guys, there you have it. Josh, thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate you. We appreciate you being a client. And if anyone's watching, if you want to get in touch with STORsquare, just text the word container to 21,000. You'll get my information directly, and we can get you a container. Josh, once again, thanks, and have a great day, man.
Thanks, Steven. You too.